You know that feeling when someone gives you something, really gives it, and for a split second you wonder, did it cost them anything? Does that matter? It's 2087. 3 engines built this world. AI that thinks, robots that build, and fusion energy that powers everything. Human labor became mostly optional. Out in the high desert of what used to be the Navajo Nation, a greenhouse the size of a small town grows enough food for 200,000 people. No one pays for any of it. Housing, healthcare, education, energy, all guaranteed, like tap water. Always on, no bill. Kaya Begay finished her civic service at 23, a few years learning how civilization's infrastructure actually works, serving as human oversight for the AI. After that, her basics were covered for life. She could have done anything. She chose water. Her grandfather carved chess pieces from juniper wood. He'd spend weeks on a single night, shaping, sanding, talking to the grain. He gave them away, every one. A gift that costs you nothing, he used to say, isn't a gift. It's just distribution. Last week, an old water pumping station from the scarcity era collapsed. Just crumbled. Decades of neglect. Nobody was hurt. Nobody had used it in years. The robots had long since replaced it. But the AI logged the collapse, timestamped it, filed it. The machines remember everything. Every old failure, every debt, every promise someone's great-grandmother made about water rights a century ago. And that's what kept Kaya up at night. Not the collapse, the record. The trust ledger, a transparent public record of every community's contributions, also tracks every historical grievance. The AI doesn't forget. It doesn't forgive. It just files. Kaya's people had water stolen from them for generations. The ledger remembered that too. Every broken treaty, every diverted river, perfectly cataloged, permanently stored. A neighboring commons wanted to expand their greenhouse. They needed water from the same aquifer Kaya's community used. The old Kaya, the one raised on stories of stolen rivers, wanted to say no. Let the ledger speak. Let the machines tally up a century of theft and spit out a number that said, you owe us. But here's the thing about 2087. Water isn't scarce anymore. Fusion-powered desalination means the desert drinks from the ocean. The aquifer dispute wasn't really about water. It was about whether the past gets to hold the future hostage, and whether a machine's perfect memory is the same thing as justice. Kaya overrode the ledger's recommendation, used her civic override, the authority any former service member has to override an algorithm when it misses what matters. She shared the water, not because the math demanded it, because her grandfather never carved a chess piece to settle a score. He carved them because the hours meant something. Because giving away what cost you really cost you in time, in attention, in love. The neighboring commons got their water. They built their greenhouse. And then they did something the algorithm never predicted. They sent Kaya's community a gift. Not water. They had water. Not food. Everyone has food. They sent their children to learn Dene water ceremonies. Traditions the machines couldn't catalog because they'd never been written down. Is a gift still generous if it costs nothing? Kaya's grandfather would have said no. But maybe the real question is different. Maybe in a world where things are free, the only gift that matters is the one that costs you something machines can't measure. Your time, your trust, your willingness to let go of a grievance the algorithm would have carried forever. The machines remember everything and forgive nothing. That's what scared her. But Kaya figured out something the machines hadn't. Forgiveness isn't a flaw in the system. It's the whole point of having humans in it. That's a world worth building. Not because it's perfect, but because it finally asks the right questions. If Kaya's story sounds impossible, the math says otherwise. The AI at Unscarcity.ai has read the whole book. Ask it anything. And if you want the full blueprint, the research, the arguments, the fights worth having, the book is waiting at Unscarcity.ai or on Amazon.